In the summer of 1967, a piercing scream shattered the quiet streets of Easton, Bristol. 75-year-old widow Louisa Dunne was found strangled, her life extinguished in a crime that would go unsolved for 58 years. Until now. What if the person who carried out this pitiless and cruel act walked free for decades, only to be unmasked at 92 years old? Tonight, we dive into one of the UK's longest-running cold cases and the jaw-dropping DNA breakthrough that finally brought a depraved killer to justice. Louisa Dunne was a spirited widow living alone in her modest brick home on Britannia Road. Neighbors remember her as kind, with a warm smile and a routine stroll each morning. At 75, she treasured her garden, tended her roses with care, and wrote letters to her granddaughter, Mary. In calm daytime light, she read by her window, an image of serene normalcy before darkness descended. On the night of June 27th to 28th, 1967, neighbors heard Louisa's frightening scream, piercing the darkness. Unbeknownst to her, 34-year-old Ryland Headley had silently pried open a window. Inside, he launched a brutal attack: strangulation, asphyxiation, and rape. When a concerned neighbor found her body the next morning, the horror was absolute. Evidence of a pitiless and cruel act by a depraved man, as Justice Sweeting would later describe. Investigators gathered over 19,000 fingerprints from local men and boys, scouring each print by hand. They retraced footprints, interviewed neighbors, and logged witness reports of that scream. Yet, every lead dead-ended. Prominent detectives like Bob Day and Dr. Norman Taylor pored over the case. Even Taylor admitted, the murder lives with him. But without modern forensics, the case grew cold, the trail vanishing into the archives. Over the years, suspect names surfaced: a transient with muddy boots, a local handyman with a concealed past, whispers of a malevolent stranger. Each turned out innocent. The community's fear morphed into rumor: false confessions, psychic hotlines, cryptic letters mailed to the chief constable. These dead ends only deepened the mystery, leaving Louisa's family and Bristol's detectives grasping at shadows. In 2023, Avon and Somerset's Operation Beatle review dusted off 17 boxes untouched by modern science. Investigators sent Louisa's blue skirt and hair samples to forensic scientist Andrew Perry. Against all odds, Semen yielded a full DNA profile, a 1,000,000,000 chance match to Headley's 2012 sample. Even a palm print on the window sealed the match. At 10 a.m., the sergeant's text: "We're going to load it to the NDNAD." By 3 p.m., "We've got a hit." Headley was arrested in Ipswich in November 2024. At trial, aged 92, he denied all charges. With original witnesses gone, jurors relied on 1967 testimonies and Ipswich victims from 1977. After 9 hours and 53 minutes, the jury returned guilty verdicts. A 10-2 majority for murder, unanimous for rape. On July 1st, 2025, Justice Sweeting sentenced him to life with a 20-year minimum, declaring, "You will die in prison." Though justice was delivered, Louisa's family still grapple with decades of unanswered questions. Her granddaughter Mary spoke of far-reaching effects and intergenerational trauma. Meanwhile, investigators are poring over old Suffolk files. Headley may yet face scrutiny for other cold cases. As DI Dave Marchant said, "Never set a time limit for justice." The echo of that 1967 scream reminds us, truth may sleep, but it never truly fades.